Can you hear me?
Yes. No.
I'm gonna come closer to my buddy. Where's my friend? Where's Ryan? What about this guy? I love this guy. 2-3 minutes doesn't do it justice. How much I appreciate everything he's done for us. And I love him for his successes. I love him better, probably for his failures and the way that he is one of the most persistent, the type of person that just gets right back up. It's probably why he's successful in so many facets of his life, with his relationships, with his job, and with his art. I think he cares more than anyone that I've ever known as a friend. He's got a tattoo right here under his shirt. It says, "Family, friends, and Backstreet Boys." Sorry, friendship. And you can't beat him. He is the consummate friend. He's always been there for me as a friend. Usually after some harsh situation with a woman. He's always flown down to Miami or something, and, you know, it's a struggle, you know, and Bobby drinks, told me things would be better. And there's a million other ways that I love this guy, but, you know, I can say that the world deserves more, and I know that I saw a spark when I started dating Jen. It was just a completely different situation. First off, I didn't hear him from him before. Very sad. And a good meaning of devotion. So, but I've seen what you've done for him, and what you've done to him. He's a different person. And truly, I say this. I say that his happiness, his persistence, and the way I think he approaches all of his other friendships is a true testament to what you've done to him and with him. And I love you. You're hilarious. If I could go into the deeper part of the conversation, I'm going to tell you about the first time I met Jen. She come from a very similar background, Italian. Come from a woman type that a little bit more hairy than normal. Go on there. And, you know, the minute I first met her, the conversation persisted around female body hair, and I never will forget this. I can't forget it now. I'm talking to you about it right now. So, it ended up, you know, as a background, I had a grandmother. She had a mustache that pretty much matched the drapes. I saw her once when I walked out of the shower, and been talking to a doctor about it ever since. I'm not going to get too detailed, but just imagine a vacuum bag if you blew up, all right?
You know the best part is we're videotaping this, you know that.
God, I miss her. All right, whatever. That's out of the way. Fix that, dude. Thank you. But finally, can I just say, I love Ryan so much. I've never seen him more proud to walk to the mountaintop and scream praises. And sometimes when I read them, I get a little bit upset because it makes every other guy in this room, I'm not speaking for myself entirely, but it makes us all look like shit. Like, Jen's stuck in a snowstorm. She won't be home for an hour and a half. But I get it. I love you. I love you so deeply. And the only reason I say it is because Jen does the very same thing to him. He'll send me pictures of Jen with an Eggo, or I'm sorry, a big waffle. And he'll say, "I love you" on it. My wife will immediately go over to the oven as I show her this picture and say, "Yeah, there's an Eggo in the oven, it'll be done in 3 minutes." So they are beautiful together. They definitely jive in a way that you can't beat. And I just want to say, I love you to death. Thank you very much. Salud. Ladies and gentlemen,
like him. Like him.
That sounds great to us.
So, I prepared a little something because I'm not as able to think off the top of my feet or whatever the American phrase is. So, here we go. Guys, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Amy. I am the maid of honor and biffle to the bride. For those of you that do know me, can you believe that they gave me a microphone tonight? I mean, I can't. Woo, yes! Somebody laughed at my joke. I just want to start by saying, Jen, you look absolutely stunning tonight. Ryan, you look good too. Don't get me wrong. But I just want to say, just look at her. Hot damn. It's basically like an angel and a unicorn had a baby. That's funny. So, Jen and Ryan, thank y'all so much for letting me share this day with you. I'm so honored to be standing by your side. So, once in a blue moon, two people will meet, and their eyes will get locked onto each other, and you just know that it's meant to be. You know instantly that the stars have aligned, that the Buddhas are laughing down on you, and their past will bring them together regardless of what the world may throw. Now, I can see you all thinking, oh, Jen and Ryan, it's a perfect couple, smoochy smooch. But this ain't about them. This is about me and Jen. I'll get to you guys in a second. To really fully comprehend Jen and mine's love story, it's really just important to start at the beginning. And don't worry, Jen is the edited version, but only because I think it's more incriminating for me. So, it was early 2007 at Emory University, that's where we met. It was my sophomore year and Jen's junior year. And so I had heard amazing things about this girl through mutual friends. And so after some obvious prerequisite Facebook stalking, right? I mean, I knew that she was the yang to my yang. So I needed to meet this girl. And so one night I got a text from our mutual friends saying that they were at Famous, which is a really classy establishment that many Amboys frequent. And so that I could meet Jen. And if it weren't a moment of fate, I really don't know what is. But I happened to be at Maggie's, which is a really another classy establishment by Emory. And so I hightailed it over to Famous, and my original game plan was going to be like, hey Jen, I'm Amy, so nice to meet you. But just like an excited dog that can't help but pee when it sees a human, I hugged the life out of her and proclaimed, oh my God, I'm so happy to meet you, we're gonna be biffles. And then, before she even knew what was happening, I proceeded to consummate the friendship by dragging her to the back of Famous, onto their dance floor, and grind up on her while she stood utterly confused. For 30 seconds, I never met her. Before accepting that this crazy Asian, was going to permanently inject myself into her life, forever. Now, I tell you guys this story because it illustrates two important points. One is that Jen is just the kind of person that when you instantly meet her, you know that she's someone special. And you just want to be close to her. She just has a glow about her. And two, Jen will never say no to an adventure. So whether it's hiking in Utah with Ryan, or taking on a chance on a crazy Asian girl on the dance floor, Jen's always willing to embrace what comes her way. So naturally, ever since that night, we've been biffles, and in the last 8 years of friendship, I really couldn't have asked for a more caring, supportive, trustworthy, funny, intelligent, and beautiful friend as Jen has been to me. There's a reason why her name is Henny in our group of friends, and it's because she's the mother hen that holds our Atlanta group of friends together. There really are no words to truly describe how much her friendship is meant to me. And I certainly had no idea how to describe everything and summarize it in my allotted 5 minutes. But I think I will say this. Jen, you have been and continue to be the best friend a girl could ever ask for. You've always been there for me, and I will always be there for you. I know that fate crossed our paths that night at Famous for a reason, and I will forever be grateful. And for as long as I can remember, Jen and I have always envisioned this moment for the both of us, the day where we would meet the loves of our lives and marry them. And so for Jen, that person had to be tall, blonde, and hot. Emphasis on hot. So enter Ryan. Okay, now you can join our love story. So when Jen first told me about Ryan, I knew he would be someone special in her life. I've never seen her or heard her so giddy and happy over a guy. It's really just that cliche. She acted like a silly schoolgirl every time Ryan's name was brought up, and she would grin from ear to ear. And so, Jen and I have been through so much together, the good, the bad, the mirror the morning after a crazy night out, and everything in the middle. So you can imagine how thrilled I was when I learned about Ryan. Plus, as an added bonus, you're just as smart as Jen. Yay! Yay! He matched everything on Jen's check, and checklist, if I do say so myself. And I was beyond thrilled to finally meet Ryan, and he was exactly who I'd envisioned Jen would be with, a tall, muscular Iowan. Ryan is the most caring, supportive person to Jen. But more importantly, he treats my honey the way that she deserves to be treated. And it's clear to anyone how much he truly loves her. And I really just couldn't have asked for a better man to be with Jen for the rest of her life. I know he'll always look after her interests before his own and make sure she has a permanent smile on his face. So Jen and Ryan, I am so honored to have been here with you tonight as you are surrounded by your closest family and friends to celebrate your matrimonial union. I am ecstatic that I got to stand next to you as you shared your vows earlier today. Honey, in case it's not quite clear, you are truly one of the best friends I could have ever asked for. And I speak for all of us when I say thank you. Ryan, thank you for loving our girl as much as you do. So, finally, so raise a glass to you and Rai. May your life together be filled with many new memories to cherish. Congratulations to you both. I love you guys.
Thank you very much. Not done? Okay. So I want to start by thanking everyone who's come a long way to come here to celebrate a real special day. Appreciate you coming. And I have to put the mic up. All right, let me talk about my daughter Jennifer. My daughter Jennifer is a beautiful person. She's warm and caring, strong and spirited, as well as pretty and smart. My son-in-law, Ryan, will make Jen a great husband because he too is warm and caring, strong and spirited, pretty and smart. I hope this doesn't embarrass you, Ryan, but when you asked me to go out for coffee and ask for permission to marry my daughter, I could tell right away how much you loved her because you had tears in your eyes and we had both ended up crying. And it was just, I knew right then that they were the perfect match. So let me talk about Jen for a few minutes. She was a handful as a child. First day of kindergarten, she came home and she said, I didn't learn anything. That's when I knew she was destined to be a nerd. But she went back on day 2 and she continued her schooling for 20 plus years. And the day I learned that she was going to be conferred her PhD, I went out and bought a bottle of Dom Perignon and brought it home to my wife, Linda, and we celebrated not having to pay for education anymore. Jen's determination and her curiosity for learning are amazing. She gets these traits from her mom. What she gets from me is her unbelievably goofy sense of humor. She never fails to bring a smile to your face with her silly jokes or expressions. She lights up a room when she walks in. Some of the things I think about when Jen was growing up, I think how strange she's an avid outdoorsman when she couldn't stand insects as a kid. How did she learn to draw blood when she used to pass out when she took her earrings out of her ears? She was, it's just amazing how people change and grow. It seems like I closed my eyes for a second, and suddenly a woman stood where a little girl used to be. Jen, you've given me many reasons to be proud of you for the woman that you've become, but the proudest is telling other people that you're my daughter. Now let me talk about my son-in-law, Ryan. I love to say son-in-law. At our house, we had a statistically significant gender imbalance. I got a wife, I've got 2 daughters, we had 2 female dogs, we had a rabbit that we assumed to be female. So when I hear son-in-law, fantastic. Ryan is one of the best salesmen at his company, and every year he gets rewarded with a fantastic free vacation. And what makes him so good is his loyalty, his attention to detail, and his ability to make people around him feel welcome and happy. Excellent traits in business, outstanding qualities in a marriage. It's with great joy and happiness that I welcome you to our family. Growing up, Jen spent a lot of wonderful times with her grandparents. She loved to have a stay-over visit with Granny C or Granny B and Pop. She learned a lot about traditions with her grandparents. Traditions like spending time together as a family and being honest and courteous in your interactions. Treasure those memories and realize how wise a grandparent can be. I hope I get an opportunity soon. Real soon. To teach and spoil my grandchildren. To help you with your marriage. I thought I'd give you some advice from a guy who's been married for 30 years. There's no challenge in marriage that can't be overcome by one or more of the following. I was wrong. That's one of my favorite. You were right. That's another favorite. Yes, dear. And I love you. My super favorite. Someone once wrote, when children find true love, parents find true joy. So let's raise our glasses and toast to Jen and Ryan's joy and ours from this day forward.
Ryan? Yeah. Okay. And have a surprise.
Is this mic on? You turn this mic on? Jen, don't turn around. Do not turn around. Roll that back, please. Roll that back, please. Do not turn around. Do not turn around. So, when we were planning the wedding, we came to the conclusion that I would plan the honeymoon.
Is that what the honeymoon?
No. And everybody's been pushing and pushing and pushing. So, here we go. Don't turn around yet. I'm gonna wait for them to cue it up. Okay, let's roll it.
Branson, Missouri.
Hartford, South Carolina.
some technical difficulties.